Hello, everybody, and welcome to Drive Thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live here on Dawgz YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour, give you enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. And, that's what we do here on the Drive Thru. Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We give you live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those free picks, our professional handicappers over at Dawgz and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who'll be on the show today. Well, James Clark will join us about bottom of the hour. We got Ninos, we got Alex Smart, Trey Jordan with us, Big Al McMordie, and Tony Brown. Here's how they'll line up. Smart, McMordie, Jordan, Brown, Ninos, Clark, and then I will close this one out. Flying solo today. Chris has a day off. Don't know what it was. That's not medical related. Just need the day off. And I think it was some family traveling, I believe is what the situation was with Chris, because I know all of you will have all those questions about Chris. He just has a day off today. So let's go ahead and let's get this drive-through started. Welcome Alex Smart to the show. You'll find him over at Dawgz Premium. We got to use the 2-cam today. Alex, what's happening?
Good. How are you?
Doing great. All right, here we go. College football. We're right into week one. Blasting off with 16 games. We got some of these FCS versus FBS matchups. Here's one of them on ESPN Plus. Tulsa to host UC Davis at 7:30 Eastern Time. Tulsa laying 22.5 with a total of 54.5.
Yeah, I looked at this game right away. I looked at the number, and I think UC Davis is very underrated for FCS squad. They can put points up on the board quite quickly, and I know absolutely Tulsa has a great secondary, but they are missing their All-American this year, Saban Collins, and I think they've got some rebooting to do a little bit here. But anyway, to make a long story short, I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to tell you, UC Davis has 21 starters returning, and that's a team that's already, showing a lot of oomph. We'll put it that way. And they can put points up on the board very quickly. Don't be fooled by Tulsa's amazing defense. And you got to remember, Tulsa also has a QB at the helm now, Davis Brin, and he's going to be working with an offense that wasn't exactly explosive college football last year. 27 points per game for Tulsa. So this is a pretty big spread for an Aggies team that's covered their last 8 on the road. Non-conference games, they've covered 9 in a row, 9 overall in a row, as a matter of fact. This is a cover machine team, and not getting a lot of respect here tonight. And I like the points.
All right, we've got Alex Smart here. Going to take the points here with UC Davis plus 22.5 against Tulsa. One thing note here with this Tulsa team, Alex, it's kind of a tough schedule and look-ahead spot here. Look who's up next here for Tulsa. They're at Oklahoma State and then at Ohio State.
Yeah, I noticed that too, and there's so many variables here. I mean, that's the kind of game you want to look at when you're looking at some of these value lines here early on in the season. Nobody knows really where to go, and the numbers are not always absolute. So you're looking at a Golden Hurricane team that's only 3-8, and their last 11 at home is a home favorite. So here we go. We're going to take some points and cross our fingers as always.
Yeah, absolutely. And any concern here about the experience factor with Tulsa? They do have 10 on each side of the football.
Yeah, I'm not really. I think this is a pretty solid team that's on the build, and I really like them. I just think it's going to take a little while to get going, and absolutely looking ahead to playing Oklahoma in Oklahoma State, I should say. So,
Oklahoma State and Ohio State back-to-back road games come up here for Tulsa. Alex says that Tulsa won't show too much. Just keep it conservative. Don't you're going to be on tape here for this Oklahoma State game. So just get in and get out. Just get this game over with here against take the UC Davis here. This is a bigger game for UC Davis here. That small school going into Tulsa here plus 22.5 in this one. And this one will have a start time of 7:30 Eastern Time. ESPN Plus is where you can watch it. All right, Alex, let's take a look over at Dawgz Premium for tonight. Well, we have about a handful of games from Major League Baseball. 16 games from college football with Lions. What do you have going on over at the site?
I've got a couple of college football games. I've got that Big Ten matchup with Ohio State and Minnesota, and we're looking at that App State conflict too. We've got sides on both of those.
All right, guys, get on board here with Alex Smart over at Dawgz Premium tonight. What he has up on the board? Well, it's coming off when he's shown profit here the past 30 days. He's got a couple of college football picks up there for you. He's got the East Carolina App State and Ohio State. You take advantage of those, get those winners. And, of course, you can make that upgrade to long-term pass with Alex. He has a 3, 7, and 30-day all sports pass. You get every play from Alex Smart. Let's say you get that 30-day pass. You're looking into, 4 weeks of college football, 3 weeks of NFL, all of this Major League Baseball. It's a good time to get on board with that 1-month pass for $2.99 right now over at Pick Dawgz Premium from Alex Smart. Of course, you'll get every play he releases in that period of time. And if you had a second capper with a 2-for-1 capper promotion, even greater value. All right, Alex, as always, great having your show. Have yourself continue that winning August, and we'll get into September with some more winners.
Absolutely. Take care. Have a great weekend. I've got multiple games this weekend, so check in, guys. Take care.
All right, check in with Alex Smart over at Pick Dawgz. All right, Alex Smart here on the show. All right, let's continue on with our coverage. And we're going to go on and welcome Big Al McMordie show. You'll find him over at Pick Dawgz Premium, where he sits number 1 year to date, documented over at the site. So we'll bring in Al right now. Al, how you doing today?
Pretty good, Tony. How are you doing?
Great, doing great. All right, here we go. Big one again tonight. Rays, the host of Red Sox. This was on MLB Network with Tampa Bay $1.59, total of 7.5.
Yeah, Boston's going to hand the ball to Eduardo Rodriguez. He's been wildly inconsistent this season. So while it's true that the Red Sox have won 16 of his 25 starts, it's also true that he's given up 4 runs or more in 11 of those 25 outings. Now, in contrast, he's going to go up against Shane McClanahan. And he's been a model of consistency for the Rays this season. He's made 20 starts on the year, and he's only given up 4 runs or more in just 2 of those 20 starts. And both pitchers have, average about the same amount of innings per start. Rodriguez is at 5.1, McClanahan at 5.0. And if you recall, yesterday we talked about Tampa Bay's, let's just call it, mediocreness. I can't think of the right word, against left-handed starters. We took Chris Sale yesterday on this show. And Tampa Bay now is minus 3.9 games on the money line versus lefties, but plus 45 net games versus righties. So I'm sure a lot of people who watched yesterday's show might be wondering why I'm going to be taking Tampa Bay here. The difference is Chris Sale is a really good lefty. Eduardo Rodriguez is not. Rodriguez in his career versus the Rays, a 5.15 ERA. McClanahan in his career versus Boston, a 1.50 career ERA. So we're going to take Tampa Bay here to bounce back off its loss last night, and we're going to take the Rays.
All right, Big Al here on Tampa Bay Rays. Minus, look at the series here. 9 games they've played in Tampa Bay. Boston 2-7, Al, and Boston's only averaging 3.3 runs a game in those dome games. And of course, you got Rodriguez, who's getting up a lot of runs. I can see your point here with it being an issue here with Rodriguez, especially with the Tampa Bay team that kind of specializes in run prevention.
Yeah, that's right. And, Boston obviously is a very good team, and they are very good in the underdog role. I thought that was one of the things I liked yesterday with them. But I just think here the pitching mismatch is just too great, and we're going to take McClanahan over Rodriguez, who, has not been very good all season long.
All right, the Rays minus 159 against the Red Sox. First pitch, 7 Eastern time. This is your TV game over on MLB Network. All right, now let's take a look over at Pick Dawgz Premium, where you sit number 1, documented for 2021, 2,437 units of profit, all documented. If you go to Pick Dawgz Premium, you check out Big Al's profile page. All the plays are documented there for you to see. That all adds up here, 2,437 for the year 2021. We've got 16 when you count the FBS games from college football. What do you have going on over at the site?
Well, we have one game ongoing right now. We've got the San Francisco Giants against Milwaukee. That was an afternoon game. I've got nothing left for today, but I've already posted my best bet in college football. That goes Saturday. It's my college football game of the week, and it's out of a terrific situation. By far the best play on this week's college football card. So go to Pick Dawgz Premium and get on board right now. All
right, guys, get on board with Big Al McMordie over at Pick Dawgz Premium. You see the numbers here, 2,437 units of profit for this year. Number 1 documented this side is best play of college football of this week. Here is now available over at Pick Dawgz Premium from Big Al. But more importantly, you can get on board with this game on a long-term pass, because Big Al has his 7-day and 30-day all sports pass. You get every play from Al McMordie for that period of time. Or if you like, get every college and NFL pro football selection from Big Al when you go over to his profile page and pick up that combo pass. It's Big Al's 2021, 2022 NCAA and NFL football selections here that pass. Again, you've shown profit in NFL here, so get on board with Big Al with that NFL and college football season pass now available in a combo at Pick Dawgz Premium. All right, Al, as always, great having your show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you next week.
Thanks so much, Tom.
All right, Big Al McMordie here on the Drive Thru. All right, we'll continue on here with the show. Just a reminder, guys, be sure to subscribe to our channel free picks every single day. Of course, it all gets started with that morning show at 10 a.m. Eastern time. You've got, of course, Mitch. You got Rod Zawacki, Brian Biller. We debuted a new show here at 4 p.m. Eastern time. Mitch hosting, as well as Joe Madden, a new addition here to the crew. And of course, she's also on weekends. So check out the morning show for more details on the time and dates of these shows, what time they'll start. Mitch will have more details on that. Tune in the morning on tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time. We'll get you caught up. I believe they'll go on. Tomorrow's a football show probably. This will probably be on again tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern time, so check it out. Of course, we're here Monday through Friday with the drive-through at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And I want to remind you, those members YouTube VIP shows, fantastic value. Follow the link below and get signed up for the YouTube membership VIP. Great value. And reminder, guys, as we always ask you for your help. Those likes, those thumbs up really help us out. Keep those thumbs up coming in. It really helps us build up our audience. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-through. More college football. We got two more games to give you guys here. Free picks from college football tonight. We got some baseball as well. Let's go ahead and welcome Trey Jordan to the show. You'll find him over at Pick Dawgz Premium. And we'll welcome Trey to the show right now. Trey, how's it going?
Going well. How you doing, Tony?
It's going good. It's going good. All right, here we go. 8 Eastern time. We got the Minnesota Golden Gophers will be hosting Ohio State. Ohio State here laying 2 touchdowns on the road, total of 62.
Yeah, I'd say welcome to Joe Madden to the team. I don't think she's going to like this one too much that I'm about to pick here. I'm going with Minnesota with the 2 touchdowns at home, in the rain, back in front of their stands. They bring back one of the most experienced teams in the country, 10 starters returning on both sides of the ball, 98.6% of their passing yards, 99.5% of their rushing yards, 92.4% of their tackles returned from last year. I know Tanner Morgan didn't have a great year last year, but the year before, 2019, he was very efficient. And they bring back Muhammad Ibrahim last year, the leading rusher in yards per game in the Big Ten, and in front of one of the best offensive lines in the Big Ten as well. With Ohio State, there's some question marks there, and although they have proven commodities with Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson, both might be top picks in next year's draft. Olave, preseason All-American. But the question marks in running back. They had Master Teague. He's a 4th-year junior. He lost his spot to Trey Sermon last year. And then they have number 1 running back in the 2021 class, and Henderson. I think you might see him a little bit. But there's some question marks there. They have a shuffled offensive line. They do have some returning stars, but they got shuffled around a little bit. And C.J. Stroud, he could be a Heisman watch this year. But he's got a lot to figure out real fast at night, on the road, in bad weather, in a conference game. They could possibly look ahead to Oregon, do more Manila offense. I don't really believe that. I think they're definitely going to go out there to win the game, but I could see them struggling against maybe this rushing attack from Minnesota gets going. The Ohio State lost all 4 of their top 4 linebackers last year. They had some injuries in the offseason. They do have the defensive tackle, Haskell Garrett, who's a preseason All-American. But still a lot to replace there and figure out early on in the season in a rough environment with Minnesota. I know they're going to be happy I know they only had a few hundred fans last year to have a sold-out crowd tonight of 50,000 plus. So, yeah, I'm on the Gophers tonight. 3-1 ATS the last 4 at home against Ohio State. 5-2 ATS the last 7 meetings. And like I said, the weather, I don't know if it really goes to the favor of those wide receivers. It's 40 to 60% chance of rain, 10 to 12 mile per hour wind. And C.J. Stroud's he's going to have to figure it out fast here tonight. In the kicking game, Ohio State's got a transfer from North Carolina. He lost his job last year, Noah Ruggles, 27 field goals in his career. He has 48 for 8 from extra points. But Minnesota, they had some struggles in their special teams last year, but they get Matthew Trickett, who was the 2019 MAC Special Teams Player of the Year. He's 47-57 field goals in his career. So if it comes down to field goals, I kind of lean their Trickett to maybe help us get this cover here tonight. And this is the most heavily bet game tonight, and there's a ton of bets, I believe, on Ohio State. Very public play. They got their name, just their pedigree and everything. Last year going to the national championship. But I'm going with Minnesota. Go Gophers here tonight.
All right. We got Trey here with the Gophers. Ohio State, again, only 11 starters back from last year. But I got to bring this up. Minnesota had a big game at the start of the year last year, and they were pounded by Michigan. They lost to Maryland. They had trouble scoring against Wisconsin and Iowa. Can that offense get it together and get at least how many points? What's the point total for Minnesota here to cover this game? You have I don't know. You don't have them winning, right? Because it's actually Gophers plus 14, not plus 6.5 here.
I'm not sure about them winning the game outright, but
yeah,
that total it's at 62.5. I don't know the exact number what their points prediction is, but I'd have to say they have to score at least 3 touchdowns and probably a field goal here to get the cover. I think they can do that. I know they get blasted by Michigan last year, but I feel like Minnesota is a big, rough crowd you want to go against, and I think it's going to be rowdy in there tonight. They're going to be playing in that rain and mud. I think it benefits that rushing attack they have, and I think they try and control the clock, keep C.J. Stroud and those wide receivers off the field, and make it an ugly game for a cover here.
All right, he's going to. We got Trey here on Minnesota Golden Gophers plus the 14. I know there's some 13.5s out there, so make sure you do your shopping. Get the best number on this one. You want 2 touchdowns here with the home dog here, Minnesota Golden Gophers. That's a big point. They got fans in the stands this year versus that last year, right? Against that Michigan team.
About 50,000 more fans this year. So
yeah, a lot more. It'll be a lot different here. We got 11 new starters here for Ohio State. First-year quarterback. Let's see how this one rolls here. Take the points in this one. And, of course, this one will have a start time here of 8 Eastern time. This is one of the major networks is going to air this one. If it's not, let's see. We got it here.
I believe it's Fox.
I think it's Fox. I didn't think it was ESPN. ESPN has a different one on tonight. I think it's that Boise game on tonight. But this one will be, I believe, on Fox, if I wasn't mistaken. I think I got it right up here. Yep, this one will be on Fox, so check it out. And, of course, Minnesota plus 14 is the play. All right, Trey, let's take a look over at Pick Dawgz Premium tonight. We've got about a handful of games in baseball in the prime time. 16 total games that have been on tonight from college football. What do you have going on over at the site?
Coming off a good day yesterday, just trying to keep rolling. Had a wash here in the early baseball games, but I have one more MLB play as well as 2 college football plays left today in my Thursday Taters and Touchdowns trade pack. You're going to get 2 college football, 1 ball play. First pitch for that is at 7 p.m. Eastern, offer $30 at pickdawgz.com, sportschatplace.com. Always that longer term package. You get a 3-day pass. You're going to get all my plays or anybody's plays if you decide somebody else. Their plays for the weekend, Saturday college football, which should be fun. I'm very excited about the season starting. And as always, that 2-for-1 package. Put with anybody on the show from the Owls to the Zawackies, some Tony T, some Trey J, some Tony B, and always my guy James Clark. Put us together a package, save you money, make you money as we work hard and make everybody some money. So jumble this package at pickdawgz.com, sportschatplace.com.
That's right, guys. Got on board here with Trey Jordan over at Pick Dawgz. Been showing a profit here the past 7 days. He's got his Thursday Taters and Touchdowns. He's got 2 college football selections with his best play from Major League Baseball in the primetime hour. Get those 3 picks now. Very affordable price, only $30. And, of course, you can take those winnings, go and upgrade to long-term pass because Trey does have those 3, 7, and $30 sports passes over at Pick Dawgz Premium. You'll get every play that Trey releases over at the site for that period of time when you go to his profile page and you make that purchase. But if you're just a football bettor, well, don't worry about that. He's got you covered. Just one college football season pass. He's got NFL season pass. And he also has the NFL and college football season bundled in one pass. So just check out Trey Jordan over at Pick Dawgz Premium. All right, Trey, as always, great having your show. Have yourself a great evening, and we'll talk with you. Next week.
All right, appreciate you, Tony. Y'all have a good one.
All right, Trey Jordan here on the drive-thru. I will continue on with our coverage, guys. Reminder: those likes, those thumbs up, keep them coming in. Really helps us build up our audience. Let's continue on with the show. It's time to welcome. Well, Tony Brown has been sitting at the top of the leaderboards, doing some great work. He's in Las Vegas right now. Let's bring him in right now. Tony Brown, what are you doing?
What's going on, Tony, man? Nice to be back.
Great to have you on. All right, here we go. Tony Brown, it's 8:40 Eastern time. The Rockies are back home, where they've done well this year. We'll host the Braves. Braves up to $1.60 now, total 12.5.
Right. This is going to be a shocker. I've been getting a lot of flack. You guys say all I do is take favorites. I mean, we want to win, but that's a whole nother story. But today I'm going with the dog. I don't take picks based on like the money line or anything like that. I pick the best team I think is going to win. Colorado is the absolute worst road team in the MLB. But the reason why they even have 40 wins is because they're one of the best home teams in the MLB. Like you said, they're 9-1 in their last 10 home games. The Braves were streaking on the road, but then they came to LA and we shut that down. They're just coming off a 5-0 whooping to the Dodgers, and now they're going to play one of the best home teams in the MLB. I don't buy it. You know what I mean? I'm going to take the Rockies at home plus the 160 for my money line upset underdog play of the day.
All right, Tony Brown is going to take the Rockies plus 143 against the Braves. I got to grill you here. You know who I'm coming after here. We all like our Tatas, but this Chichi Rodriguez, man, not very good.
Yeah, no, and literally that's why they're dogs at home. Even with their sparkling record at home, this guy likes to let it fly, and you can tell by the total is reflected at 12-1. However, the team is going to rally around them. They don't think that the Braves are going to score all 12 of those runs. Colorado likes to let it fly at home. They've been one of the highest scoring home teams in the league for years now. You know what I mean? So even with some suspect pitching, the Braves, they don't have their ace on the mound either. I think Colorado's going to win a slugfest tonight.
You know, and that's a big point. You say slugfest, and of course with Chichi Gonzalez on there, he gives up 4 or 5 runs. Look at the total; it's 12.5, right? They're predicting maybe a 7-6 game, or maybe a 9-5. And look at the weather report right now in Colorado. It's a warm day, 77 degrees, but the wind is blowing 8 miles per hour out. So we know that the Rockies like to get that ball up in the air over there.
Right, and people don't understand an 8-mile-an-hour wind, that adds 20, 30 feet to the ball. So these guys already hitting monster 300, 400-foot shots. Now that's going to be 20 more feet. That's why this total is set so high. The odds makers aren't, they're not dumb. But like I said, I think the Colorado being one of the better home teams for whatever reason, they just day and night, literally day and night at home and on the road. 9-1 last 10 at home, and then they're like 2-8 last 10 on the road. It's just one of those things. And like I said, the Braves are coming off a bad road trip against the Dodgers where we spanked them. So, then starts a slump. The streak, one loss starts a slump. Until the Braves prove they can win again, I'm not going to take them at minus 160 against one of the better home teams.
All right, Tony Brown here on the Rockies plus 143. Note that total 12.5. Looking at a high-scoring game, so it could they can overcome Chichi Gonzalez on the mound here tonight. Of course, this one has a start here of 8:40 Eastern time. Watch it over on MLB Extra Needs channel. All right, Tony Brown, let's take a look over at Pick Dawgz Premium tonight. Well, look at you over the past 30 days. 3,027 units of profit. That's all documented. Yes, it is. It's not just made up numbers that you find on Twitter. You go over to Tony Brown's profile page. You can see every play. It's graded immediately. Add them all up. Adds up to 3,027 units of profit. Past 30. We've got tonight. Well, we've got, I believe, 5 games in Major League Baseball in the prime time. 15 games remaining to bet on from college football. What do you have going on over at Pick Dawgz Premium?
I had a 4-pack up tonight, and I already won 2 of the games. Our 2 morning games hit with our little Bay Area Bombers that Oakland won and San Francisco pulled out the win. And so we got 2 games already knocked off, but we still got 2 big plays tonight in the MLB. Then it's football time. I'm not a one-trick pony like I've been saying about getting that multi-season pass so you can get all my sports. We got 3 big games in the NCAA tonight to kick off the football season. So you can grab those individually, or you can get my Thursday 3 play, bang them all out, and then jump on board. You would have to buy my college football pass, my baseball pass. You'd have to get the plays today, the plays tomorrow. That can get expensive, man. You can get the pass for 1 week, 1 month, or you can get the full VIP year, 365 days of plays. And that's everything I release from every sport, playoffs and championships included, for one low price.
That's right, guys. Get up already with Tony Brown. Let's update this record. 3,127 units of profit with that winner coming in today for Tony Brown. Of course, if you check out Pick Dawgz Premium, you can pick up his MLB Thursday Thunder, his best play for Major League Baseball today. And he put his college football in a 3-pack, 3-way, 3-play right now from Tony Brown. His 3 picks today from college football. Get on board with those. And of course, we talk about the long-term passes from Tony Brown. He has his VIP 1-year all sports pass. Stop paying per pick, per day, per pass. Just get everything in one pass. If it's within your budget, $1,300. Every NFL pick, college football. It will also include NBA, college basketball. He bets the NHL. He lives in Vegas. You know, he's betting. Even if he didn't live in Vegas, he still bets the NHL and does a good job at it too. Two parts of baseball here. So that VIP Sports Pass, Tony Brown, for 1 year is probably the best value there.
Yeah, definitely. That's the best way to go, man. You don't want to pay per day, per player, per sport. And we purposely price them at a low price so you guys can, like, get it. You start looking at these single game prices and you look at the past, you're like, oh, wow, this is the way to go. And then with all of our plays being documented, it doesn't matter what I say here. You can take me as a salesman, whatever. Just go to the site. All the plays are documented. They're not boosting the record for any of us cappers. They want us all to win. They want us all to succeed. So they're just putting the straight records on there. And the numbers speak for themselves. A small $100 player would have paid for a VIP year and put money in his pocket already. So definitely serious players, that's the way to go if you want to, really make some money this football season, baseball season, basketball season. You get all my plays. And I'm stressing out over here about this beard, man. I've been clean shaven for a while, but now I'm in a bet, and I can't shave until the Raiders win. So hopefully it'll be soon against Baltimore, but – man, I might be long bearded for a while, guys.
Yeah, especially, man. You know, that's rough, especially the September month there over in Vegas. And I was mentioned Tony Brown, 947 units of profit in baseball, so he's profiting big time in baseball, just in time for the football season. He still has his eye here on baseball as well, so get on board with Tony Brown. All right, Tony, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that success, and we'll talk with you next week.
All right, man. I appreciate you guys having me always. And anytime you need me for a fill-in, just give me a call. I'm there.
I will do so. Thank you. Tony Brown here on the drive-thru. All right, let's continue our coverage here, guys. So Chris on the day off today. And we're going to move on here and bring in Ninos to the show. You'll find him over at Pick Dawgz Premium. He's got a baseball selection. I like his play today, by the way, in Major League Baseball. So let's go. Very rarely do I agree with L. I think it's Chris and Shane, and it's me and Al that always kind of lock horns a lot. So let's go ahead and bring in Al Ninos to the show. Al, what's going on? Let's go on to the Skype. We got to go to Skype here and bring him in. Let's see. We've got him on the Skype. Al Ninos, what's happening?
Doing pretty good here. How are you?
I'm doing good. All right, here we go. 8 Eastern time. We got the Royals here to face the Indians on MLB Extra News Channel, with the Royals laying $1.07. Total sits here at 8.5.
Yeah, I always feel that much better when Tony agrees with me. But, yeah, we're looking at this game here. The Royals going with Tristan McKenzie against Mike Minor in Kansas City. They're the better team, better form with a better pitcher. The Royals have come up with a few big wins against some very good teams recently. I do expect a big effort out of them as they try to avoid getting swept tonight. But this is just a tough spot for them, and it's been very hard to back Minor this year. McKenzie's been far from perfect, but he's looked better in his last 4 starts and even better in his last 2. So hopefully he can keep that going. These teams don't have the deepest lineups, but they do both have some good hitters and some power at the top of them. But I have to give Cleveland the edge there too overall. So, yeah, another little edge we got is the wind is blowing from right to left at about 11 miles per hour. So that'll favor the Indians' all-righty lineup over Kansas City, who has 2 lefties at the top of its lineup. So, yeah, all in all, going with the Indians here on the main line.
All right, Al Ninos here. Indians money line -103 against the Royals. This kid, Tristan McKenzie, Mitch was really high on this guy. Kept an eye on him. He got sent to the minors. Sometimes when you get sent down the first time to the minors and you come back the second time, well, you can see definitely a change in McKenzie. Probably listen a lot more to his coaches. But one thing to note here, and this is really why I like your play, is McKenzie faced the Royals twice this year. He's pitched 12 innings, no earned runs allowed. Team 2-0 in those games. Royals scoring just 1 run in those 2 games. So McKenzie's guy has pitched well against the Royals, Al.
Yeah, he's got great numbers against them. Yeah, so as I said, he has good numbers against them, and he's been pitching well lately. So I do expect another good start out of him.
All right, Al Ninos on Cleveland -103 here against the Royals. This is your start time, 7 Eastern time, and this one 8 Eastern time. And you can watch this one over on MLB Extra News Channel. All right, Al, let's take a look over at Pick Dawgz Premium tonight. Well, you're showing 774 units of profit past 30 days. That's all documented. We've got 15 games remaining to bet on in college football. We've got 5 games in prime time for Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at Pick Dawgz Premium?
Yeah, up to 874 now with the early win today. I got a couple different, well, actually, no, my other packs did go off. I do still have a 3-pack up, but it's a mixed pack. I got 2 MLB plays and my first college football play of the year. Took week 0 off, but I told you I was going to have some plays week 1, and well, here's my first one, so check it out. I think it's a good one. And yeah, MLB's been hot, so I think you should check those out as well.
All right, guys, get on board here with Ninos over at Pick Dawgz Premium. You see the numbers? Yeah, we just updated it. The win has just been graded right now. Last 30 days for El Ninos, 874 units of profit over at Pick Dawgz Premium. Right now, take a visit over to the site. He's got a 3-pack up there. There's college football and MLB. No limit, strangle hold 'em. I think you kind of stole Brian Bitler's theme there with the no limit. But he's got it up there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he likes to say no limit. And 1, 2, he likes to go limit.
I thought you finally brought the poker up, so I tried to throw that in.
No, that's good. I like the 1, 2, no limit. I'm just teasing you, buddy.
1 college football, 2 MLB, 1, 2, no limit. Try
Absolutely.
to come up with something.
All right, that's good. That's cool. He's got his college football MLB pass up, combined one day pass right now. He's going to give you his best plays here right now. 3 great picks, 1 low price, 1 college football, 2 MLB in the primetime hour. Of course, you can take those winnings and go long term with El Ninos. He's got that 3, 7, and 3rd day all sports pass up there for you. He also has an NFL season pass. Visit his profile page and get signed up with El Ninos over at Pick Dawgz Premium. All right, Al, as always, great having you on the show. Have yourself a great night. I know you're in tomorrow for Rod Zawacki, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Well, I will say that Brian has helped me come up with some clever names for some packages before, but this one was completely random there. I did not see him have no limit as well. I see it now, though. Yeah, that's funny. that was coincidence. But yeah, he's helped me before, so shout out to Brian. And yeah, sorry.
All right, no problems
throw
with that.
Out there.
All right, let's see. All right, well, have yourself a great evening, Al, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow. Al Ninos here on the drive through. Guys, reminder, if you missed any of the picks, we'll do a complete recap, and James Clark will help me out with the recap when we get there. And of course, don't forget to keep those thumbs up coming. It really helps us out. Helps us build up our audience. We greatly appreciate that. All right, let's continue on here on the drive through. Speaking of James Clark, it's time to bring on James Clark to the show. Now, he's always been good to us here with these home run props. He'll have another one for us tonight. So let's go ahead and bring him in right now. When he's not on the show, he's kind enough to go into the chat room and post picks. By the way, in the chat room today is Rod Zawacki. So you can, if you have questions for Rod, please feel free to send them in. All right, let's bring in James Clark right now. James, how you doing?
Pretty good, Tony. How are you, buddy?
Going great. All right, home run prop time. Give it to us.
Yeah, guys, if you followed in the chat yesterday, I had Aaron Judge. We hit that. So we've hit 2 out of 3. Looking to hit another one tonight. I'm focusing on this Atlanta and Rockies game. As I talked earlier, the wind's blowing out 8 to 10 mile an hour. So, there are going to be some homers. So the guy I'm looking at is Adam Duval. If you look, his last 5 games, he's hit 1 home run. His last 10 games, he's hit 2 home runs. But the big thing is against the Rockies, he's played the Rockies 5 times. He's got 3 home runs against the Rockies. So I like Duval to hit us a home run tonight. You go look around and get the best value, because I've seen from plus 200 all the way to plus 260 is what I've seen him at. So, when you get it plus 200, that's good value, but that lets you know they think, they even think he's got a chance to hit a home run, because usually most of these home run props usually in the 250s or higher. But when you click on the home run prop, his name's right at the top of the list, and I see why. Like I said, last 5 games, he's hit 3 home runs against the Rockies, and I like for him to hit a home run tonight and cash us his ticket, guys.
All right, James Clark likes it here. He likes this play here with Adam Duval to hit a home run at plus 210. Again, picking on Adam Duval, by the way, 29 home runs on the season. He has a low average, but it's okay if you're betting home run props. That means he's just going for the long fly there, James.
Yeah, it does. Like you said, his average might not be there, but 29 home runs is there, and he's going up against a not so good pitcher. The Rockies are throwing out there, Chi. So I do see some home runs in this game. and I see Duval getting us one and cashing his ticket for us, guys.
Yeah, Chichi Gonzalez with the start. 94 innings, he's allowed 17 home runs, and that's when his ERA 6.08. It's not very good, and of course the Rockies bullpen has not been good at home. Yeah, they can win these slugfest, but don't forget that they're giving up a lot of runs too with that bullpen there, James.
Yeah, they are. This is like I said, it's got a high total. I look for a lot of runs. I look for home runs on both sides. I look for Rockies to have their fair share of home runs. I look for the Braves to have theirs. But like I said, focus in on what Adams done the last 5 games against the Rockies. He's hit 3 home runs in his last 5 games, and I look for him to get number 4 tonight.
Yeah, step down in class after facing with the Giants and Dodger pitching. I like that step down in class angle as well here.
Yeah.
So he'll be looking some really soft pitching in a hitter's park here. Adam Duval to hit a home run plus 210. All right, James, let's take a look over at Pick Dawgz game tonight. Well, we've got 5 games in prime time from Major League Baseball, 15 biddable games in college football as well. What do you have going on over at the site?
A 7-pack going on. 6 college football and one MLB that I really love. Guys, after we go 7-0 tonight, upgrade to 3, 7 or 30 days, guys. Or team me up with any of these cappers that's on the show. Like I say, every time we get on the show, we got the best cappers in the world, and we do. So team me up with Big Al, Little Al, Tony T, Rod, Chris, my buddy Trey Jordan. Any of the cappers you see. Tony Brown's red hot. A lot of these guys are red hot. Baseball, football's getting ready to start. That's what I'm looking at. I'm 2-0 right now, starting off. I know it's early. Week 0, I was 2-0. I look to sweep the board tonight in college football. I got 6 plays that I really love. So I got that MLB play also, guys. So I got a 7-pack going on. For $50, you get 7 plays. So go grab that. And like I said, guys, or team me up with any of these other ones and get 2 for 1. You get 2 awesome cappers for 1 great price. So go do that, and we'll put some money in your pockets, fellas.
That's right. Get on board with James Clark over at Pick Dawgz. For him, he's got a 7-pack here. 6 college football, 1 MLB. James is going big here with college football here on a Thursday. Get on board with those, and of course, you can go long-term with James Clark because he has that 3, 7, and 30 All Sports Pass. Hey, you want to cover James here for the football here, Thursday, Friday, Saturday? Well, get on board with James's 3-pack. Of course, it also include Major League Baseball for those 3 days. You'll get all plays from James Clark for the next 3 days. $90 is the price when you get on board with James's 3-day All Sports Pass. So you'll be covered for Thursday, college football and MLB, Friday as well, and Saturday, that big card from college football on Saturday. Let's get on board here. Let's make it a nice weekend here, winning weekend here with James Clark over at Pick Dawgz, a premium. Rod Zawacki would do this sometimes. James, if you get that 3-day pass, sometimes he puts his Sunday pick in there Saturday night before midnight. You'll do that too if someone gets a 3-day All Sport Pass?
Oh, yeah, I definitely will. Somebody gets a 3-day pass, I'll throw my Sundays in there. I'll get them in early so everybody will be able to see them. So
Gotcha.
Get the 3-day pass, and we'll throw it in there before midnight on a Saturday. Before it turns Sunday, they'll be there.
Absolutely. All right, so get on board there with James Clark with that 3-day All Sports Pass at a second capper for 2 for 1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, James, as always, great having your show. Hang on a little bit. When you do the recap, you'll help me out with it.
Sounds good, Tony. I appreciate you having me on the show, buddy, and I'll see you here in a few minutes.
All right, James Clark here on the drive-thru. Guys, reminder to stay tuned. If you missed any of the picks, and we're going to have 3 college football picks on the show tonight, so be sure to stay tuned for the recap. We'll recap every play from today's show. Of course, James Clark will help me out with that. Now it's time for my play, and let's go ahead and get that game information. I'm looking at this Boise State UCF game, and boy, we got the Cubs home yesterday. This is why we handicap baseball every day. You might think the Cubs are dead. It was a Dawn of the Dead game, Cubs versus Twins, 2 dead teams. One team has to rise. Who rose? It was the Cubs. They had won, 4 of their past 7. So, it helps to cap these games every single day, no doubt about that. Here's the game information here. UCF to host Boise State. UCF laying 6.5. Total sits here at 67.5. And this one will air over on ESPN. And my pick in this one is going to be on the underdog Broncos. Boise State at +6.5 is what I'm going to go with here. I know Coach Andy Avalos, experienced team, 17 starters back from last year. Their quarterback, Hank Bachmeier's back. All but one offensive lineman returns. And Bachmeier will have his playmakers. You know, Avalos was once a defensive coordinator with the Broncos, so expect that area to tighten up. You know, they did hold opposing quarterbacks to just 52% completion rate. They're very good getting off the field on third down. Now, Gus Malzahn lands at UCF after getting let go here at Auburn. It's kind of a step down. You know, you go from SEC country down to UCF. We'll see how he handles that. He's got a lot of money in the bank, too. All right, so we'll see how that goes. I know UCF is experienced. They have a quarterback in Dylan Gabriel who's back, but the team, with all their talent, still finished 6-4. This was an account on a defense that allowed 33 points and 492 yards a game, 300 yards in the passing game. Knights allowed 50 to Memphis, 34 to Tulsa, 36 to Cincinnati, 49 to their bowl game to BYU, all resulting in losses. They've won but did not cover. You know, in a lot of these games here, if you look at some of their contests, as they allowed 46 points here to the Bulls, even to South Florida. That was a game I was talking to. They won, didn't cover at UCF. You give up 46 points to USF, you got to be kidding me. I'd rather take the points in this one. I will take Boise State plus the 6.5 all day long in this one. All right, guys, visit Pick Dawgz. I have my top play from Major League Baseball on the board right now, so get on board with that. I also have my Friday. I got my Friday college football pick of the midweek games. This Friday when I like the best, so I have that up there as well. Visit my profile page. Get my Friday college football pick right now for Friday's game. It's the best play I like for the midweek. It's up there. And also part of the 3, 7, and 30 all sports passes with the 2-for-1 capper promotion. Add a second capper, even greater value. You can match up me with James Clark, Rod Zawacki, Brian Bittler, Al McMordie, Little Al, Trey Jordan. Of course, we've got Alex Smart. 2-for-1 cap promotion, your best value there over at Pick Dawgz Premium. All right, now it's time for the recap. Let's recap every play on the show today. James Clark will join me for this one. Alex Smart, UC Davis plus 22.5 against Tulsa. Big Al McMordie, Rays minus 159 against the Red Sox. Trey Jordan, Golden Gophers plus the 14 here against the Buckeyes. Tony Brown takes the Rockies plus 143 against the Braves. Al Ninos on Indians minus 103 against the Royals. James Clark and Duval to hit a home run plus 210. Yours truly, Boise State plus 6.5 against UCF. All right, James, other than your pick, which one do you like the best?
Me myself, I like Al Nino's pick. I like the Indians. You know, like you said, the pitchers had 12 shutout innings against the Royals. I look for him to keep it up and keep it going. Also, guys, I'll give you out a bonus college pick that I really love, guys. Appalachian State tonight. You know, -9 guys. I've raised it up to -14 guys. Myself, I look for them to dominate. They got a quarterback coming in that's been in Clemson, Duke, North Carolina. He's an awesome quarterback. I really like App State to dominate this game tonight, so I want to throw that out there to give you out a freebie to let you know that it's a game I really love, and I really think App State dominates tonight myself.
All right, App State right now is a 9-point favorite. Total 56. This one starts at 7:30 Eastern time. Time to get that bet in over on ESPNU. That was the bonus pick here from James Clark. I'm going to tail here with Al Ninos, who's playing Indians minus 103 against the Royals. And again, Tristan McKenzie has pitched well against the Royals. He's in good form. He got that send down. Hey, we brought up the big prospect. He got hammered a little bit early on. They sent him back down the minors. They brought him up second time around. He's been a lot better. He doesn't want those bus trips anymore. He wants to pitch like a major leaguer, like he should, and he is. And he's dominated against the Royals this season. Minus 103 against KC. All right, that'll do it for this edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Be sure to tune in Friday at 6 Eastern time. 8 cappers will be booked on the show. We'll give out the live winners here for the free sports picks, I should say, for the games in prime time. And don't forget, it all gets started with that morning show beginning at 10 a.m. Eastern time with Mitch, Rod Zawacki, and Brian Bittler. Of course, 4 p.m. Eastern time, that new football show with Joe Madden and Mitch. So tune into that. And of course, that YouTube VIP show. Follow the link below and get signed up. Some great value. Let's bring in the crew tonight. We're going to wave goodnight to everyone. Have yourself a great night, and we'll talk to you guys live.